We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Cubs and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's Phillies baseball next on the show. Steve Carlton is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Into the box now, Ryan Sandberg, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, it was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
First pitch, 7:05.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Grounded up the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2. Now the pitch. Down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Game time temperature tonight 62 degrees, but should drop into the 50s before we're done. Strike swinging, chased a high one there. And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out. Coming to the plate now, Billy Williams. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Popped him up. Howard is there for it. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
Batting third, the center fielder, Hack Wilson.
Stepping up now, Hack Wilson. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. First pitch on its way. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Row, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works it. The only problem, I think, at times, hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on an inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Drilled to the right side, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. A ball and a strike.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Bat explodes as this is popped up. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. Now it'll be the Phillies' turn, no score. Rick Cutliff gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, everyone knows he's one of the game's elite pitchers. So if you like good pitching, you're in for a real treat. Not many other guys compare, and the thing I enjoy the most about him is the confidence that he exudes when he's out there. Trust me, he doesn't lack it. And the opposing hitters, they feel it when they're standing in the box against him.
Coming to the plate now, Jimmy Rollins. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading up for the Phillies, the shortstop, Jimmy.
Now the pitch.
Rollins.
Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line the line. This team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
And he chased one there as this is bounced to short. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
Batting second, the second baseman, Chase Utley.
So strike Utley as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now here's the pitch.
Yeah. 0-1 to count.
The windup and the 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Sosa will drift over to his left a few steps as he takes it for the second out. Stepping into the box, Mike Schmidt. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. Here's the first pitch to him.
I know he stole a strike right there, but he wants to get that curveball down or he's going to get hurt.
And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
And he struck him out. We've played an inning, still 0-0. All set for the start of the inning, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Aramis Ramirez. Here comes the first pitch.
Oh, that's off.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. And it's 1-2.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Misses, ball 2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So the bases are empty with one man gone, and that brings in Anthony Rizzo. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. No score here as we play inning number 2. 3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And that's over. 3-1. Sent on the ground out to second. And there's out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and with it comes Javi Baez to the plate. First pitch coming. Here it is. The windup and the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Cubs are down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Stepping up to the plate, Chuck Klein. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League.
There's a lot of ways to get on base. Base hit, a walk, hit by pitch. This guy's in the top 5 on base percentage. He does a little bit of all of those things.
Now here's the pitch. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Batting 5th, the first baseman, Ryan.
So coming to the plate, Ryan Howard. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the belt, kicks and deals. The 1-0 delivery.
Oh, that's it.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Klein gets his lead at first, nobody out. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
The 2-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. A runner at first with no outs here. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. The classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Into the box, Greg Luzinski. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Count now a ball and a strike.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
1-2 now.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Standing in now, Darren Daulton. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Daulton is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there a little bit.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 1 left for Philadelphia. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Stepping in, Rick Wilkins comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Wilkins.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. So here now's the pitcher, Rick Cutliff. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And now pitch on the way. Strike taken up in the zone.
0-1.
And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Two balls and a strike.
2-1.
Now the 2-1. Third inning, no score to this point. Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the 3rd.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box now, Ryan Sandberg, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0. Back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
So now to the plate, Billy Williams, as he'll send a ground ball down to 3rd. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And a good effort here, but he's well safe at first, and there are 2 on and 2 out now.
The center fielder, number 4.
Hey, guys, I think the pitcher was just trying to steal a strike right there. I do not think he expected to get ambushed on an 0-0 get-me-over breaking ball. But that's exactly what happened.
In now, Hack Wilson, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Looking to make it 3 straight 2-out hits here. He's got a runner in scoring position at second. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Ready with the 1-1. In the dirt here, and a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. This one's down to third. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Striding into the box, Shane Victorino, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play.
Victorino.
And a ball 1-0.
0-1, no strike.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
That gets down, and the Phillies' first hit of the game is going to be for extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And as our graphic will illustrate, in terms of team rankings, he's currently second best on this Philly ball club in that department. To the plate now, Steve Carlton, and he'll try and get his man to third here as he puts this one down. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Well, when you're trying to move a guy up to third with a bunt, that's exactly how you want to do it. Make the third baseman field the ball. That way his only play is to first. That was very well executed.
Stepping into the box, Jimmy Rollins. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ballgame.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chase Utley. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. In there, strike 1.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Didn't stay on top of the slider that time as it misses high. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. The 1-2.
Oh, that helps.
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On now to the top of inning number 4. Phillies lead this one 1-0. Leading off the inning, Sammy Sosa, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Right fielder, Sammy Sosa.
First delivery to him on the way. Popped him up. Howard has room in foul territory. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting.
Standing in, Aramis Ramirez. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
And this one runs up high, ball 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Klein is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
The first baseman, number 44.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First offering on its way.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. Fouled off. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there because this had the look of being a very quick inning. He's been able to stretch this at bat out a little bit, and that's something that shouldn't go unnoticed.
Full count now. Line drive to center field. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So on a full count pitch, he's able to get on base and keep the inning going.
Now batting, shortstop, Javier Baez.
And that brings up Javi Baez. And this one's in the dirt. And no advance. It's ball 1. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Back goes Victorino, and they take the lead. It's gone. Two runs on the board after the home run by Javi Baez. 12 home runs for him now thus far, and the Cubs move out ahead 2-1.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Number 2, Rick.
At the plate now, Rick Wilkins. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And that one misses upstairs. 2-0. 2 runs, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 2-1 Chicago. So striding forward now, Mike Schmidt comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. And a slider tails outside for ball 1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Outside, 3-0 now.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
The 3-0 pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Sosa is there to put it away for out number 1.
The right fielder.
So digging in now, Chuck Klein. He drew a walk his first time up. Now the pitch. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Bounce to first. Rizzo was there, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The first baseman.
Now at the plate, Ryan Howard. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. One ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. A ball and 2 strikes. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They still trail it here 2-1. Now at the plate, Rick Cutcliffe. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Rick Cutcliffe.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. Here's a little chopper up the middle, reined in. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Ready once again, Ryan Sandberg. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Down the left field line and deep, and that will end up a foul ball. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch.
We'd have to count 1 and 2.
Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. Hit down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Now the payoff pitch home. fouled away. Another full count pitch home. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So stepping in, Billy Williams, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Now a curveball, but he might have flown open a bit. It's 1-1. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. And it's fouled away. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but foul. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Fouled off. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Sandberg is on his way home. He scores as they extend their lead to 2.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy. Runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
Stepping in now, Hack Wilson, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
A 2-ball, no-strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. High, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one, but that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Has a look, now the pitch. There's ball 4.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Sammy Sosa. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Here comes the 1-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Now the 2-0. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. And this one is gone. A home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field, and that is 27 for him on the year, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
And with one swing of the bat, he shows you why he's dripping with tools. He's got the speed, he's got the power. You don't know how to attack this guy. You can't put him on base with a knock or a walk, or he'll just end up on second or third. And if you leave something over the heart of the plate, that's what can happen.
Here comes the Philly skipper on his way out toward the mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Chris Short is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 41, Chris Short.
Standing in now, Aramis Ramirez, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
The 1-1. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Swing and a ground ball to third. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. And clearly he was off his game this evening.
Yeah, this certainly wasn't what he was anticipating when he left the warm-up mound coming into this one. Couldn't get out of the 5th inning and gave up quite a few runs in this one.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First delivery to him on the way. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. Throw in time for the 3rd out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 6 and the Phillies 1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in the rookie outfielder, Greg Luzinski.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding him to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. It's just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
Fouled straight back. First time up, he went down looking. 0-1 count. Here it comes. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
At the plate, Shane Victorino pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Johnny Callison will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 6, Johnny Callison.
Fastball just inside. That's inside. 2-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
3-0 now.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
3-0 pitch. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Can't waste getting a leadoff runner on in this situation. Someone's got to bear down and get a big knock.
On a line, that's a base hit. Well, after being late on a fastball there, it looked like they did him a favor.
Yeah, Matt, that's surprising right there. I don't understand that pitch sequence. He blew the fastball right by him, sped up his bat with the off speed, and got hurt.
So now to the plate, Jimmy Rollins batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Comes set and the 0-1. And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Phillies leave a couple. They trail 6-1. Jim Bunning takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
For the Phillies, number 14, Jim Bunning.
Here's Javier Baez. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
Bunning is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this.
Oh, look at the sliding stop. He is out. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base. Digging in once again, Rick Wilkins. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ball 1. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Ball 2 now.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Up in the strike zone, but the take sign was on 3-1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
1 out, nobody on. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Into the box, Rick Cutliff. As he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. No hits to this point. Now the 0-1. And he is cruising now. It's 0-2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Cubs 6 and the Phillies 1. Stepping in, Chase Utley. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
First pitch on its way.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Now the pitch. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 19th home run for him on the season. As the lead is cut to 4, it's 6-2 now.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
To the plate now, Mike Schmidt. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. The 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Wilson has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Now batting.
Ready now, Chuck Klein. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at bat. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Here's a high pop-up. Ramirez over to his left. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
The first baseman, number 12.
Now batting, Ryan Howard. First pitch on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Yeah, Matty, you're seeing a lot of late swings on the fastball tonight because this guy has had everything working. He has them in the proverbial rocking chair.
In for strike two.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's one pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Williams is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. But the Phils draw a bit closer thanks to this solo home run. Top of the order due up to start the 7th. Now a 6-2 ball game. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ryan Sandberg. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Ryan Sandberg.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded to the right. Fielded cleanly. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting.
Digging in, Billy Williams. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Fouled away. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to second, and a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
At the plate now, Hack Wilson. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Klein is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And this throw gets away from him. Sammy Sosa will stand in as he's accounted for one of the biggest at-bats of the game so far. A 3-run shot back in the 5th that's really energized his ball club. Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. 2 out with the man at first. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses. Hot shot down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And now he has some trouble with it in left.
He just smoked this ball right down the line. Take a look here. Hard to tell if it was fair or foul in real time, but you can see it flies right over the bag. Ump was all over it and made a great call.
In now, Aramis Ramirez, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 pitch. Second and third, 2 away. Grounder down the line at third. Oh, look at Schmidt. What an outstanding play to end the inning. They call it the hot corner for a reason, and this is a beauty to take us to break. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Standing in, Greg Luzinski. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Hard hit ball to second, reined in, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now batter.
Digging in, Darren Dalton. Here comes the first pitch. Down the left field line and deep, and this will wind up a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. 1 out, nobody on. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Count even at 2-2. Hit back up the middle. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
You can see that this wasn't that difficult to play as it headed up the middle, but it might have taken a funny hop there. He couldn't make the play on it.
Runner at first following the error. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Shane Victorino. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lays off 1-0.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
The 1-0. Runners on first with 1 down. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. From the belt, the pitch. Line drive to center field. But he'll close fast out there as he puts it away chest high, and the runner will be forced to head back to first.
The pitcher, number 14.
Mike Lieberthal will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 24, Mike Lieberthal.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. But facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Lieberthal brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
A runner on first with 2 away. The count now at 2-1. Oh, textbook slider there, and he's back at even 2-2.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Line to the right side, and that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jimmy Rollins. And with 2 men on here, I'm rather surprised they're sticking with him at this point. I feel like we can all see the exhaustion from all the way up here.
Yeah, I think it's time to go get him, Matt. We're seeing a guy that's given all that he has, and I just don't see any sharpness left in his stuff at this point.
Well, the bullpen is active, so we'll see if they make the move soon. And it's fouled away.
Boy, the Phillies have been looking for some offense all game long. They've yet to find it. Let's hope they can find it pretty soon.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Now the 2-1 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Phillies leave a couple. They still trail here at 6-2. Tug McGraw has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 45, Tug McGraw.
New inning set to get underway, and into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo.
And the pitch. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1.
0-1.
One and one, the count to the Cubs' first baseman. Now a left-hander up and throwing in that Philly bullpen. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Javier Baez waits on deck. Full count, here it comes. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Yeah, that strategy is great when it works, but when it doesn't, it's ugly. And he was here to face one guy, and he couldn't get it done.
Javier Baez will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. First offering on its way. And a screwball is off the plate away for ball 1. 2-0.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez. Nobody out, runner on first. All even now, 2-2. Two and two now to Baez. And the screwball got him swinging, 1 gone.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent, because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
Stepping in now, Rick Wilkins. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Back goes Victorino. Gone! Two-run shot to straightaway center. Number 14 on the season, as it's now a 6-run ball game. Andy Casto will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Hitting for the Cubs, number 51, Andy Casto.
And he lays off there, 1-0. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Still only 1 out in the inning. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. Klein back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. Now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Ryan Sandberg is working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. 2 out, nobody on. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Now the 2-0.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
Digging in and looking for more, Billy Williams. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's the Cubs 8 and the Phillies 2. Dick Ellsworth is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 37, Dick Ellsworth.
Leading off the inning, Chase Utley, and they'll need him to get something going here.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
0-1 the count. The pitch. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Williams has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting.
The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. And he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
At the plate, Mike Schmidt, as he'll take a look at ball 1. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. The 1-2.
Nope, that's down.
Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
The right fielder,
Riding in once again, Chuck Klein. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Ball 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
At the plate, Ryan Howard. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Phillies strand 1, still 8-2. Ready for another chance? Hack Wilson.
The center fielder, Hack Wilson.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now the 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. Two and one after the foul ball there. And it's fouled away. The 2-2. And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the 9th. In now, Sammy Sosa. First pitch coming, here it is. Grounded back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, third baseman, Ramirez.
Into the box, Ramirez. This is driven to right, and no doubt about it, that one's way out of here. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 16 for him on the year as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Cormier comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. To the plate now, Anthony Rizzo. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning. Digging in now, Javier Baez. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First pitch on its way. Two out, nobody on. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Back goes Victorino. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up for the Fightin' Phils. It's the Cubbies 10 and the Phillies 2. Now at the plate, Greg Luzinski starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Here's the pitch. A ball and no strikes. On the corner away, a ball and a strike. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. A 3-1 count to the Phillies left fielder.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Full count now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Well, you gotta love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball, and if he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
At the plate now, Darren Dalton, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
This game might be over for all intents and purposes, but somebody forgot to tell this guy. He's a grinder, and he's going to approach every at-bat like it's his last. Does it again here and delivers a double into the gap.
So now to the plate, Shane Victorino, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 1 out and a runner on second base. And he fouls this one off. Here it comes on 0-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Dick Allen will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away.
Dick Allen.
And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
He's set, and the 2-0 pitch.
Count 3-0.
Fouled off. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Fouled away. Philly down to their last strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
10-2 the final in this game. The Cubbies get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Rick Cutliff earned his 5th win of the year. Steve Carlton permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 10 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. For Philadelphia, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 32 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.